Sorry, I think it's still waiting to go live here. Good evening, everyone. Hi, and welcome to the Psychic Self Guidance Directory live feed for this Tuesday night. I hope everyone is well. My name is Sue, and I'll be the host for tonight. Unfortunately, we have some bad news. Two of our psychic readers have fallen ill. Moira and Leanne both are not well. So basically, Stuart is literally the last man standing. So he'll be coming on tonight to do the readings for us. And I just want to wish both Leanne and Moira a speedy recovery as well. So as always, if you could please like and share this live feed if you would like a reading. And we'll just come on and we'll see who's on. How are you tonight, Stuart?
I'm doing really good. And yourself?
Good, thanks. Really well. So far we've got Anne-Marie Peden. Good evening. How are you tonight, Anne-Marie? What have you been up to, Stu, while we wait for some people to come on?
Not really much. I did a market last week, and I've pretty much just been doing work and just trying to find people that like want to do readings and things like that. So
and you're setting yourself for next month's Royal Easter show too. You'll be Stu will be at the Royal Easter show next month. So if you're down in Sydney and you would like to go to and you're going to the Royal Easter show, please look up Stuart and book a reading in with him. As usual, if you could go to www.psychicsoulguidancedirectory.com, you'll see all our readers and healers and all the events we're having and things like that. So have a look. So Anne-Marie Peden is asking if she would love a reading, Stuart.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
I've been trying to share this out, and it's just not behaving itself.
What's that?
The lie. I've been trying to put it onto my page, and it just won't accept it.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, no problems. We can do that. Done. I'm out. All right. Okay. She got any question?
No, she just says she would love a reading. So if anybody's got questions, it might be a little bit easier because these are only mini readings. So if you've got a question, it may be a little bit easier for Stuart just to hone in on what you're actually asking. So.
Okay. Just trying to set myself up. Anne-Marie. I feel like she's been looking for something. I'm not really sure what she's looking for, but I'm feeling like she's looking for something. I think she's just looking in the wrong spots, if that makes sense to her. So, guys, I'm using my animal deck. This is my main deck. I've got a few other decks here. If I'm drawn to them, I'll pull them out. Anne-Marie, I've got the mantis. Where's my camera? Just there. I got the mantis. And it's showing me that you need to be flexible in some of the decisions you're about to make. I'm feeling like if you're not flexible, you're not going to get to where you need to go. It's showing me like you're still on a balancing beam there. And you're trying to balance everything up. And if you're not going to be flexible, it's going to end up being one lopsided, and you're not going to get what you're looking for. And I'm feeling like if you don't get what you're looking for at this moment, it's going to take a bit of time before it comes around again, if that makes sense.
Okay. All right. Thanks for that, Stuart. Gwenny is saying she's sorry to hear about everyone that's sick, and we are too, Gwenny. It's not fair. Lydia is saying hello, and Emma is saying she would love a reading. If you've got any particular question, it might be a good idea to ask the question. But we're happy to do readings and mini readings as well.
Now, first thing I see is children. I don't know if you're looking after children or you're having something to do with children, but I'm feeling like there's things that you need to deal with. I'm being shown papers as well, so I'm seeing children and papers. So when I usually say that, it's not something that's really good, but I'm feeling like you need to deal with whatever's in front of you at the moment. So I pulled the cricket off my deck. The first thing I get from this guy is he's saying that you've got to make sure that you make the right decisions. and don't leap head first without having all the information in front of you, because if you're going to do that, you're going to end up back where you are at the moment, and you're going to have to start doing it again. It's just making sure that you have your head screwed. When they're showing me making someone's got their head screwed on right, so make sure you get your head screwed on right before you make those decisions, because if you don't, it's going to be a pain. And I keep seeing a textbook, so when I see that, it's telling me you've got to make sure you research whatever you're looking at the moment, if that makes sense.
Okay, thanks for that, Stuart. There was no feedback there. Gwenny, she's liked and shared. Thank you, Gwenny. Will I stay and enjoy my new role, or is there another job for me? Thank you.
At the moment, I'm feeling like there's nothing quite there at the moment, and I'm feeling like you're going to have to use where you are at the moment as a stepping board into something else, but you need to make sure you've got the experience before you move forward. I'm feeling like you have the experience, but you need to make sure you've got that in front of you. But I do feel like there will be a change, but I'm feeling like it's going to be 12 to 18 months, because I'm seeing 2013, so the middle of 2013 before this starts to happen. But it's showing me that you need to be patient, because if you're not patient, it may take longer if you're not patient. Just be patient and things are going. I pulled the possum. Where's my camera? There he is. The possum. He's showing me that he's showing me making sure you got your facts and figures right, making sure that you have everything you do right. And I'm feeling like also it's showing me a lot of curiosity. So whatever you come up with to help you with whatever's coming up, like you're looking where, I think I'm getting the feeling where you want to be. So be curious on how you're going to get there. Take on classes, take on other experiences to help you get to where you want to go, if that makes sense.
Okay. I hope that helps then, Gwenny. Okay, now Emma, that you read for just before, said thank you, that makes sense. It's exactly what you needed to hear. Okay. So now we have Anne-Marie Payne, liked and shared, would love a reading if drawn to me. Do you see me moving? How and when? Okay.
I see a move coming, but I feel like there's going to be a lot of planning in front of that move. It's showing me that they're not showing me a date, but there is going to be a move. But it's going to be when you feel settled, because at the moment I don't feel you're settled to make that correct decision. Again, I got the emu. The emu's telling me you need to look at the things that are going on around you, understand the things that are going on around you. You're going to have to start planning on how you want to do things. It's showing me that I'm seeing a book and I'm seeing a pen. So when I see that, if you're getting lost in your thoughts, write out your thoughts in dot point or whatever. So it makes it easy for you to understand what you're doing, make it easy to come back and reference to it. But again, it's showing me that you need to make plans, and they're not showing me a timeline for this. So I'm feeling like this is going to happen when you are ready for this to happen, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Stuart. Don't forget, everybody, just to like and share this live feed as well if you'd like a reading. So next up we have Rachel Crombie. Hi, will I be getting a promotion with my... Everybody wants to know about their jobs. Everybody's worried about their jobs. Will I be getting a promotion with my current job or a new role with a new company soon? This is for Rachel Crombie.
I got the discus fish. The first thing you come to me with this is you're going to have to make a decision on which way you want to go. The decision is not going to be easy. I'll show you the card. They're showing me that the decision is not going to be easy, because sometimes the devil you know is better than the devil you don't know, but it's depending on how much you want to progress forward. I do see a change in the position that you're in at the moment, and I feel like it's not what you want, but it's helping you get to where you need to go. And I'm feeling once that change happens, you'll start looking elsewhere to broaden your horizons, if that makes sense.
Okay. Okay, thank you. I hope that helps, Rachel. Now, Gwenny, that you read for just a minute ago, said, yes, it all makes sense. I'm rolling into an additional cause to support me in getting into where I want to be. Thank you. Okay, so it all makes sense if you have a look. Now we've got Joe Stephanie. Good evening. What do you get? WIF, is that wife, my loved one? I don't know. What do you get, wife, my loved one? I'm not quite sure what she means by that.
With my loved one?
I don't know. What do you get, wife, my loved one? Maybe she's asking about her wife, or Joe. Is that a man or a lady? It must be Joe. Usually spelt J-O as a lady, so maybe
With
just
my
draw a
loved
card,
one.
see what comes up, Stuart. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what she means.
I've had to pull two because it's told me I need to pull two. The first one's a Triceratops. The first thing I'll get from this is you need to set the boundaries that you want to use. I'm feeling like you're letting the boundaries slip a bit, and it's getting a bit murky. So you instead of having black and white, there's a lot of grey there at the moment. It's showing me that you need to make sure that you're heard about what you want and where you want to be. But it's also showing me that you need to stand up for yourself and be proud of where you've come from, because I feel like you've come a long way. The other one was the butterfly. I had to pull out. The butterfly is showing me that things are going to be changing, so things are starting to evolve. So it's showing me the caterpillar evolving into the butterfly. But I'm seeing like this is things that are starting to happen to you. Things are going to start changing. But there's also, I'm feeling like a lot of delight, a lot of fun, a lot of happiness coming along as well. Take that as it comes. But then also it's showing me that you got to go with the rhythm of life, because sometimes if you try and dig your heels in, it's just going to slow you up and make you more upset, or you're not feeling comfortable where you are. But it's showing me that while these things are changing, you also got to make sure you keep going with the rhythm of life. Hopefully that will help.
Okay, thank you. So Stuart's from Midnight Blue Psychic Readings. That's right, isn't it? Midnight Blue Psychic Readings. So you can either go through our website to Stuart's, I think I'll go straight to Stuart's Facebook page if you want a full reading from Stuart. And of course we're at psychicsoulguidesdirectory.com. So Anne-Marie is on. Hi Anne-Marie, she's saying hi to both you and me, Stuart.
Hi Anne-Marie.
And Kerry Ann Payne said, thank you, Stuart. Now, Lydia, here we go, we'll just put it up here. Do you find love coming in 2022 for me? Please and thank you.
I'll have to change decks for this one.
Oh, you've got the love deck, have you?
No, sometimes with these kinds of readings, I go to the Gaia deck because it's sort of a more, I say, sensual deck. It makes it a bit easier to those kinds of things. I see a change coming, but I'm feeling like you're going to have a lot of false starts before you find that right person. Not to say don't enjoy life, but you're going to have a few false starts before you actually sit where you need to be. I feel like you need to make sure you know what you want first, because sometimes a lot of us don't know what we actually want or are actually looking for until it actually hits us in the face. That's just my opinion, not anyone else's, but I'm feeling like you need to make sure you take the right steps to attract the right people. So, I mean, it's like setting up boundaries, setting up what you want, thinking about what you want, manifesting what you want. I got the Night Wind off this one. And it's actually telling me you need to release whatever's holding you at the moment. I'm feeling like you're holding a past relationship or a past hurt that's stopping you move forward. It's time to release that and let it go. It's there for a reason. It's there to teach you a lesson. You've learnt your lesson. Let it go, because you're going to keep coming back to it if you keep holding on to it. But also, you've got to reflect back on it now and again to see where you've come from and what you've learnt from it. But there is time for you to walk in and start having that healing time. And once you start healing, start manifesting and putting out the right things, these things will start falling into place. But as I said right at the beginning, before I started on this read, you're going to have a few false starts before you actually get to where you want to be, if that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. It's normally you have to. Sometimes spirit doesn't send you a love just because you want one. You have to self-heal. You have to, it's a little bit of self-love, Lydia. Okay, thanks, Stuart, for that one. So as usual, everyone, if you just like and share this live feed, if you'd like a reading. So Rachel said thank you, and next up we have Willow. Hello, like and share. Will I be successful in getting an interview if I apply for a project officer position? Thank you. Everybody wants to know about their career tonight, Stuart. What's going on?
It's funny because there's a lot of change, not just on here, but I've noticed there's a lot of change. People looking different positions because they want to move into different avenues because
they want to shift their reality.
They want they're bored. They're either bored with what they're doing, or it's not fulfilling them the way they want it to be fulfilled.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now, I see an interview coming up, but I'm feeling like this interview, when you walk in, is not going to feel right. I feel like you may need to apply for a couple of these jobs before one actually feels right. The first one you walk into is not going to feel right. You're not going to feel like it's going to suit you down to the ground. And you'll know that as soon as you walk in. Most people will, within the first 15 seconds, will know if it's going to be a good or a bad interview, or if it's going to be the job they want. Now, I got the Cougar off my deck. The first thing that came to me from this is make sure you look for the things that you want. And sometimes you may need, they're going to ask you to compromise. And I'm telling you, if you don't need to compromise, don't, because it's only going to hold you back. I don't know, I can see there. If it's drawing me, if you can see the eyes, it's drawing me to the eyes there. The eyes are showing me that you need to keep looking. But you will find, you will have, again, as I said, you'll have to apply for a few jobs before one actually feels right. So, yes, you will become a project officer somewhere down the track, but you've got to make sure it's right for you, if that makes sense.
Okay, I hope that helps, Willow. And there's so many people going for the one position these days too. That makes it hard. So many energies competing for the one position.
Take the right. And one thing I will say, when you go into the interview, take the right energy with you.
Clear your energy before you go in. White light. Do all the hot everything. Okay, so we've got Stuart on tonight, and he's from Midnight Blue Psychic Readings. So if you wanted to get a full reading from Stuart, or if you wanted to contact Stuart for any reason, you'd go via our website or straight to his page on Facebook. Okay, so please like and share our live feed tonight as well if you'd like a reading. We've got Courtney House. Hello, everyone. If you feel called to share any messages or readings for me, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you.
The first thing that popped into me was, I'm feeling like you're looking for somebody, and I'm feeling like it's an old friend. This person you're looking for is not wanting to be found. I'm getting that feeling because I'm feeling like there's a brick wall there. I don't know if that's you in particular or it's vice versa, but I'm feeling like something along those lines, and I'm feeling like you need to let it go because it's not going to happen if that's what you're chasing. So I've pulled a card, which is the dolphin. Where's my camera there? I've got to remember where my camera is because I've moved it. There's the dolphin. The first thing I get from this one for you is to make sure you enjoy life. and enjoy the things that are coming into your life, because I'm feeling like sometimes, and I'm not just talking yourself, but there's a lot of people that don't enjoy the small things that come into their lives. And it's showing me that you need to enjoy those to help you move forward, enlighten the things that are going on. But it's also showing me that there's somebody who is a trickster, and I'm feeling like is either a practical joker or is trying to play a joke on you that you don't feel is correct, and you need to stop it before it happens, if that makes sense.
Okay. Better watch out for that trickster, Courtney. You never know. Now Lydia's thanked you, and she said it makes sense. And Willow's also said thank you for her reading as well. The next one is Belinda Jones. Hi, I would love a reading if possible, please.
I've got a really strange feeling, and I just can't pinpoint it at the moment. So hopefully the cards will help me with this one. All right, this one's a scarab, and I'm feeling like you have an ambition of where you want to be and how you want to get there. But I'm feeling like sometimes that ambition is overtaking life, and it's not serving you to your greater good. You need to sort of step back a little bit and then let it sort of manifest more before you step into it again. You may have to step in and out a few times before you actually get to where you need to go. But I'm feeling like your ambition is overtaking your energy, and you're letting that run instead of letting it sort of sit back a little bit and sort of like just enjoy it as it's coming along, if that makes sense. But I did pull this one came out with it, which is the pendulum, and it's showing me that you need to hang on to some of the things that are going on. You need to hang around to get the experience of something that's going on around you at this present moment. I feel like you have many things going on, and these are trying to teach you lessons, but you need to make sure that you take these lessons to help you move forward. All right, if that makes sense to you.
Okay, I hope that helps, Belinda. And Anne-Marie's on, and Anne-Marie would love a general reading. Thanks, Stuart.
General reading.
What's coming up for Anne-Marie?
I feel there's a shift coming for Anne-Marie at the moment, and I feel like the shift is on the personal side. And I'm feeling like the shift is like a new life or a new light coming in, because I'm seeing old light pushed out and new light coming in. So I'm feeling like there's a shift coming, or there's movement coming on the personal side. And I'm not saying it's love or anything else. I'm just feeling like it may be just light, emotions, things like that are going to drift in and drift out. Now, also, I'm getting a feeling that you've got to make some decisions. And I'm not sure if this is you, but I'm feeling like you make a decision sometimes and then you second guess yourself. The Scorpion is telling me that you've got to be resolute in the decisions that you make. All right, and stand by what you do. Don't back down because you don't feel it's right. If you make that decision and you move forward with it, keep going with it. Be resilient, be brave. But again, I'm feeling whatever this shift is coming in behind you at the moment, it's pushing out a lot of old stuff. So I'm feeling like there is like change coming for you, and embrace the change.
Excellent, Anne-Marie. I think she'd be happy to hear that, actually. I think she wants change to happen. Could everybody just like and share this live feed tonight if you'd like a reading from Stuart? And don't forget to visit our website, psychicsoulguidance.com, and you'll see Stuart's details on there as well if you'd like to get a full reading from Stuart. Okay, so we've got Leanne Payne. I would love a reading around my family. Thank you.
I feel like there's new life coming in. And when I say new life, it could be different people. It could be people moving on, people moving in. So it could be friends, it could be family. but sometimes I've got to be very careful when I say family, because when I say family, I don't mean just blood. I mean those people that are close to you as you class as family, because I can't separate them because you feel like they're family. They become a family, if that makes sense. I do feel that there is change coming. I'm going to need to pull a couple of cards. I've pulled another deck out. I've pulled my Earth Magic deck out. This is another one of my first decks I ever started with. So I got the river. The river is telling me that there is movement happening. All right. Again, I'm getting that feeling there is new life coming in. I'm not sure whether you've got somebody who, because I'm seeing children as well. So I'm feeling like the new life could be something to do with a child. But they're showing me that the new life is going to breathe a lot of new happiness into the things again. So as I said, I got the river, which is showing me movement. There is movement happening. It's like it's just slow and steady, but it's happening. The next one I got was the Winter Solace, and it's telling me that you need to reflect back on a few of the things that have gone on over the past. I'm going to say 24 months, because I'm seeing the number 24. So I'm feeling like there's been a lot of things that have happened over the last 24 months. You need to sort of reflect back on to help you move forward. And I'm feeling like once you've sort of moved, I'll try that again. Once you've looked back and you start moving forward, and you're going to start to understand why you've had to go through the last 24 months, all right? And the last one, this one fell out of the deck as I put it down, which is the Stone People. It's telling me you need to be vigilant about some of the things that are going on at this present moment in time. I'm feeling like there's a few people that are not being quite truthful with you, and you will see that very shortly. Or you'll start to feel it, or if you haven't, you're already starting to feel it, and it's starting to sort of like you need to make sure you stay an arm's length away, because you don't want to be dragged into that, if that makes sense.
Thanks, Stuart. That's a good advice. I hope that helps Leanne. Now, just a couple bit of feedback. Anne-Marie said, spot on. She's moving away from nursing to more spiritual work, and it's been a tough decision for her. And also Belinda said, yes, it does. She was in hospital for mental health and has to step back and thinks about what's been going on and why she was there. Thank you for her reading as well. So we've got Samantha, who's a regular at ours, Samantha Ward. Good evening, Sue and Stuart. Would love a general reading, please.
I feel like I'm running everywhere at the moment, so I don't know if Samantha's got a lot going on, because as soon as I feel like I'm all over the place, there's a lot going. I feel like there's a lot going on, or she's visiting a lot of places at this present moment. I don't know if she's traveling or she's planning on traveling, but I'm feeling like there's something happening with movement, if that makes sense. Let's see what I've got. The kangaroo is talking about making decisions on which way you want to go. And when you've made that decision, it's telling me you need to make that quantum leap. I'm feeling like you need, I'm going to say direction, and I'm feeling like you need to draw it from either research or other people that have been there, if that makes sense. But if you can do that, you'll make the right decisions and you'll get going where you need to go. But I'm feeling like I'm all over the place at the moment. And the one that came out with it was the seahorse. And it's showing me that you need to make sure you're composed with your decisions, you're composed with yourself. You need to hold on to those things that are important to you, because I'm feeling like sometimes we all let go of things that are important to you. But it's also showing me that if you can get past whatever this is at the moment, you're going to flourish and you're going to move on to a smoother road. Because at the moment, I'm doing this at the moment. I don't know if you can see it on my arm. I'm doing this at the moment. When I do this, I'm feeling like there's a lot of rough stuff going on. That's the way they show it to me, and that's how I feel it. So I'm feeling like once you get past that rough stuff, you'll have a lot more plain, clear sailing, if that makes sense.
Oh, that's terrific. Thanks, Stuart. Okay, so once again, if you could like and share, if you'd like a reading, we seem to have got through all the readings. Okay. All right. So can I ask you a question, Stuart?
You can ask me a question.
More people to come on. Okay. When do you see? I'm looking to buy a new home. When do you see? I would be maybe getting that, finding the home I like, and moving, and maybe what area?
The area you're looking at, I'm feeling like you're looking at an area at the moment. You're not going to land anything in the area that you're looking at the moment. I'm feeling like you're going to be slightly further out from where you actually are planning.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if that makes sense. But I'm also seeing, I'm seeing 8 to 12, but I'm also seeing 12 to 16. So it depends on how hard you're going to hold out.
Yeah. 8 to 12. I hope that's not months.
No,
I'll be homeless.
I'm feeling it's going to be weeks, but I'm feeling like you're already looking at somewhere. You have an idea where you want to be, but you're not going to be in that area. You're going to have to look a bit further afield from that area, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Thank you. Let's hope that happens soon for me. It's apologies tonight. We were to have Leanne and Moira come on, but they are both very ill and they weren't able to come on tonight. And it looks like we haven't got any more questions for the moment, Stuart. So is there anything you wanted to talk about regarding the Royal Leicester show next month, or any special things you have coming up?
Not at the moment. I mean, as I've been advertising, it a bit now. I'm at the Easter show for 5 days, between the 8th and the 12th of April. So if you want to come down and get a reading, I'm down at the Royal Psychic Reading Room, I think it's called.
Yep. Yeah, that's what it's called. Yep.
And I'm down there. Again, I'm quite open to anybody who wants to come down and have a reading. Again, you can find me on my Facebook profile, which is Midnight Blue Psychic Readings. I do have a webpage, which is midnightbluepsychicreadings.com.au. There is booking links there for you guys if you want to book a reading with me. Again, as I said, a bit of my background for some of those people who are still here. I've been doing this probably... Oh God, no! I can't count. About 7 to 8 years now. I've had a couple of life-changing experiences, which has opened me up more to allow me to do these. When I first started, I knew I had something. I didn't know what I had. It wasn't until I had the life-changing experiences that have opened me up, and then things started falling into place, guiding me to where I need to go. And then it's just gone from there, where I've learned quite a bit. I've went through a few different groups, and I hope they've all taught me different things. So I'm hoping, I can learn more.
Yeah. You never stop learning, do you, Stuart? You never stop learning.
Never stop.
Okay, so Courtney has said that you've got her wondering if the trickster you saw will be around within the next week.
I can see this trickster. I'm going to say yes, but I'm going to say this trickster is going to be in and out for a couple of months. So it's not going to be something. It's not going to be bang, leave, and it's over with. It's sort of going to be. It's going to happen over a couple of months, but I reckon the next 2 to 3 weeks, you're going to start seeing it. So you need to just be aware of it. Okay. If that makes sense.
All right. Hope that makes sense for you, Courtney. Samantha's just giving some feedback about something that happened a couple of weeks ago. She asked about her niece who was pregnant and she was having a boy or a girl, and I said a boy, and Maura said she couldn't see it, but it's a boy. Congratulations, Samantha. I'm glad your niece has had a boy. That's terrific. Okay. So, as I said...
Something to do with the new life. I'm sure that's when I said about new life coming in.
Yeah. Well, you did say that before, didn't you? Yeah. So that's terrific news, yeah. And I'm glad I was right, boy. I mean, there's only a boy or a girl. You've got a 50-50 chance of getting that right, I suppose, haven't you?
Oh, that's right.
Okay, so Facebook user, can you tell me what your name is? Because we can only just see the words Facebook user. You've got here, will things work out for me financially? Now, I'm not quite sure who it is. We're just waiting just to get a comment to see what their name is. I don't know why this happens. I keep meaning to ask Anne-Marie why it comes up with Facebook user and other people's names come up sometimes. But anyway.
And it's probably how their privacy settings are.
Oh, okay. It's Leanne. Now, Leanne, I think it could be our Leanne, but I'm not sure. But she's saying it's Leanne. Will things work out for her financially?
I'm going to say yes with a but. I'm feeling like it's going to take a while to get to where you want to go. I'm feeling like you're going to have that struggle. You're going to feel like you're having that struggle. But yes, it is going to change for you. But it's also showing me that you're going to need to work on it. And when I said that, I turned this one over, which is the B, which is an animal that works quite hard. It only lives for 7 days, but it works quite hard in what it does. And I'm feeling like you need to make sure you work hard at the things that you're doing, all right? But on saying that, I'm feeling like you've got a lot of life cycles coming to an end at this present moment, and they're all going to end pretty much at the same time. So I'm feeling like you're going to have that impact of everything ending and new beginnings also happening at the same time. So I'm feeling like it's going to feel like a strain, and I'm guessing that's where the but is. It's how you ride the things that are coming to an end and how you ride the new starts up. But I'm feeling like you will become financially secure that you're looking for, but I'm feeling like you're going to have a lot of work before you actually get there, if that makes sense.
Okay, thanks, Stuart. I hope that helps you, Leanne. Dale has come on. Hello, God. Was there a question, Dale, or did you just want a general reading? Because that's about all. It's a bit slow tonight, and I'm thinking because Moira hasn't come on. A lot of people, maybe that could be the reason. I'm not sure, but anyway. Yeah, and Leanne's just said he just wants it. Dale, who I think is a lady, wants a general reading.
General reading.
I think it's a lady anyway. I can't see the picture; it's small.
The first thing I get from Dale is she needs to make her mind up where she wants to be. I'm feeling like I'm stuck between 2 or 3 places, and I'm sort of trying to stick my feet in all of them at the same time, and I'm not getting what I want out of them. It's time to make that decision on which way you want to go. I pulled the centaur. The centaur on this one is trying to be mindful of where you want to be and mindful of how you want to get there. You're only going to master that you put your mind to, and I'm feeling like you're trying to master a few things at the one time, and you're not going to master any of them because you're trying to put too much effort into all of them instead of just doing one at a time. The next one that actually fell out of the deck was the squirrel, and it's showing me that once you've put everything into action and you decide on which way you want to go and how you want to do things, you will have a brighter future. You may have a couple of false starts in there where it's going to be no, but if you get past them, you're going to have a brighter future and things will start falling into place, if that makes sense.
Okay. Thanks for that. So true, she said. So true. Okay. That's about it. I think there's a bit, like I said, a little bit slow tonight. And there's not a lot of people coming on, so it could be.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. And we did sort of say 45 minutes, so it's almost up to the 45 minutes. So look, as I said, we're the Psychic Soul Guidance Directory. We've got lots of readers and healers on our page and lists of different things that people do and events and all that sort of thing. Stuart, of course, is one of them. He's a psychic reader, and he'll be at the Royal Easter Show. So if you're in Sydney, next month, please come and book a reading with him. He'd love to see you. And if you just want a general reading in the meantime, just go to Midnight Blue Psychic Readings. You'll be able to get a reading from him. And Dale has said, absolutely, thank you so much. Well, that looks like that's about it, to tell you the truth. Was there anything else that you wanted to add tonight before we finish up, Stuart?
I usually have a bit of fun. I have a reading supervisor. So this is my reading supervisor.
Okay.
Just a little bit of fun.
Fair enough. If he helps you along, whatever works.
I think he's just a bit of fun. That's what I use him for. And you can't always be serious in the things that you do, and sometimes you got to have a bit of levity when you're trying to read, because it helps.
Of course.
Helps with the things that are coming in.
Of course, and I mean, you can't take everything too seriously, like you said. You've got to have fun in life, haven't you?
That's it. You've got to enjoy life.
I mean, I consider spiritual work serious, but at the same time, you've got to be lighthearted about things as well.
Yeah, that's right.
And
as I say to a few people, what I say is just a guidance in what I'm seeing, what I'm feeling, what I'm hearing. It doesn't mean it's going to actually fall in that way, because things happen in ways that change, and that's going to change the outcome further down the track.
Yeah. And I mean, look, everyone's got free will. So, I mean, and there's different possibilities, different outcomes. So, I mean, we can give you one possible outcome, but you can change that anytime you want. You've got free will down here on the earth. We've got free will. So we can try to guide you as much as we can, but ultimately it's up to you as well. So, yeah. All right. Well, I think we might just say good night then. And I'd just like to thank you once again, Stuart, for coming on. It's really been fantastic. And doing these free, giving up your time and doing these free readings. So don't forget to go to our website, www.psychicsoulguidancedirectory.com, and look for Stuart there, or go straight to his page. So thanks everybody again, and I'd just like to wish everybody a good night and sweet dreams. Bye for now.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Thanks for coming on. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.